as I believe in you. So dream your dreams. And here we go. Play, pray, slay. In the dark, gonna make good today. In the dark, gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. I'm Amy from the GOG, Garden of Good Creativity. We get free, be me, work it effortlessly. Do what you love and then allow the prosperity. You got this. Make good, make it your own. You know you got the power in your mind, heart, body, and soul to grow dreams, grow faith, grow you. Create authentically in the garden of good. Live, and love. In a garden, gonna dig, big, and trust. In the garden, gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. The garden. Love, 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 love. It's all about the love. That's what we do here. We're just making love. We're making good. We're creating good. We're looking for the good. We're manifesting the good. We are rippling out the good. Can I hear a hallelujah? Welcome to the Garden of Good. I'm Amy Steinberg, Reverend Amy Steinberg. I know it still feels weird to say. Reverend Amy Steinberg here, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. And it is always a pleasure to list the spaces and places that we are watching from in the very beginning, just to get that energy going. So imagine, if you will, that there's a light shining over Asheville, North Carolina. It is coming, it is beaming out of my house, and it is filling this space. And it goes all the way up to Warwick, Rhode Island, where Martha is. Yes. I'm going to just quickly remind us what we're doing here. It is week 44 of the Garden of Good. We've been doing this all year long, using my book, Make Good, Cultivating Joy Through Creativity with Creativity, as a guide. And this week, the word of the week is karma, which in my little writing, you hear me say karma is a bitch or instant karma, or we're going to talk a little bit about karma today, what it means to you. But we know it's what you focus upon grows, what you put out, you get back, etc. We have been doing these 3-month quarters, and we're in the final quarter. We're in the soul quarter. Every quarter, we've been picking a root, an inner goal, and a fruit. That's kind of collapsed in on itself for me. I really haven't been doing that, but I'm just saying it out loud just in case you have done that. I had such a good time with it the first couple of quarters, and then I just kind of got so caught up in the creative expression that has been born from the garden that I have not had to be specific. Like life is just taking me along with the current. So I'm going to sing us in, because as we talk about karma, we talk about what we put out there, we get back. Yes, the energy that we put out is what we get back. So I'm going to invite you to sing with me to get yourself going. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. That's right. I send my love over the mountains. I see you singing. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. One more time. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me. One more time. And it returns to me. I invite you to join me in a quick little prayer. I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Hold it and then let it go. Becoming present to this present moment, to the uniqueness of this very moment, of this gathering of people, of this night in November 2025. Becoming conscious of the presence of love that is here. I can feel it. I can express it and experience it as the garden of good, and how great it is to put out ripples of good in the world together. How great it is to recognize the good that we are. I declare and know and claim and reclaim the goodness that is this group, that is the garden of good, that is life itself, that is pulsating and expressing as this unique evening of joy. I'm so grateful. I live in that space of gratitude, and I invite you to as well by saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, good. Thank you, energy. Thank you, source. Thank you, life. Thank you, love, for loving yourself through me as me, through each and every gardener of good here tonight. Thank you, God. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, this might be a little bit small. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I would like a volunteer to read this poem out loud for us. And we will all read along muted beside you. Where is my volunteer here? My volunteer. Don't all raise your hands at once. Was that Kim?
I brushed aside the curtain of the window of mine eye and beheld the sparkling truth that within me did reply. Oh man, you're not this house of flesh, sleeps, decays, and dies. You are immortal consciousness, king of earth and skies. Then burdened, why am I, with his coat of flesh and bone? I questioned earnestly that truth, my very conscious home. This coat your seed desire was, whose fruit is now your own, created by yourself. You must reap what you have sown. This unbridable judge we people call the karmic law, the supervisor of the fates of our worldly sea, saw our worldly seesaw, who justify balances the ups and downs of lives of man and woman, fitting the jigsaw of our fates as we ourselves had planned.
Wow, that was so beautifully read. For some reason, my spotlight remover is not working. But before we go on to our Karma Cottage that we're going to draw and our little exercises in karmic knowledge, I wanted to share with you where I'm at and then hear from all of you, hear from those who wish to share what's going on. It's so good to see everybody here tonight. As you know, I'm going to New York City this weekend. If you don't know, it's very exciting with Ministar one more time here. And then I'm going to Austin, and then I'm going to San Diego, and then I'm going to Atlanta. And the cool thing, and that I like to presence the awareness of every week that I'm in the garden about this, is that this show would not exist without the Garden of Good, because the dollhouse was created as the first fruit for me in the first quarter, which led to writing about the dollhouse, which led to writing this show called Ministar. So I just wanted to share that that is what my fruit is right now. And that's what's going on, is that I'm creating these jackets. I've created 5 of these jackets. Thank you, Chrislyn, for the promo. And it's just been such a creative year because of the Garden of Good. I really think that thank you for the applause. I love those little things. And I'm in that like jacked up, like getting ready to, got the suitcases out, got everything together. You know, I'm going to be landing in New York City on Thursday. And so I appreciate all the prayers and and if you wanted to watch, there will be a live stream ticket that's available too. So you can buy a ticket. It's the venue is called Green Room 42. I think I should play you my little promo video that I made. Don't you think so? I think so. So let me grab that real quick for you to watch. And then I want to hear, whoops. Okay. And then I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what's going on with you. Let's see if I can grab this really quickly. Clean up by date created. Austin. Okay, here we go. I think you'll be able to hear it. Every part of you is whole. I am peace. There will be affirmations. What is calling you to be? What's calling you, baby? Listen for the answers in the room of possibility. You believe in love can heal and dreams come true, and you believe in me as much as I believe in you. So shine your light, shine, be glorious. You know this. Reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious. The Green Room 42. It's a venue I've never been to, but Bette Midler has sung there before. So I'm just thrilled. I know there's going to be some people coming down to Atlanta for the New Year's Eve show, and I don't know. I mean, it's when you're an entertainer, you know, you just have to keep reminding yourself why you're doing it and why art matters, right? Why art matters. So that's what I go through, and that's where I'm at. And then I'm going to ask you all to share our Karma Cottage, okay? Our Karma Cottage. And our Karma Cottage sits on a lake, which is how we're going to start our drawing, because it's this idea of this little tiny dot that ripples out, because that's how our karma works, isn't it? So we're going to start by taking a light blue or a blue pen if you have blue. And we're going to start with just a little dot at the bottom center of your page, a little dot. Okay. And then we're going to just sort of create little ripples around it. And a good way to start our lake is to kind of outline the outline of it, right? So we know how far we're going to ripple out. And as we ripple out, the lines are going to get bigger and bigger. And I want you to remember that the creative expression that we do in the garden is not about being, you know, beautiful. It's about the energy, right? We're creating this energy of rippling out. Now, we're going to keep this as bare bones as that for now. And then using that very same color, we're going to create our cottage. And I'm going to show you how I did it. Now you can make your cottage any shape, any size. It can be round. It can be a yurt. It can have 2 stories or 3 stories. It can do whatever it wants. I just made a very basic shape that you can copy. And of course, I added a door, and you can add windows. And then what I did was I went in with a darker blue and I created a second series of ripples around those ripples, just giving it a little depth, right? And on and on. And then I started to color in my house. Of course, if you know me, it's always about the rainbows. And if Chrislyn, if you wanted to take a screenshot of this, the Karma Cottage. Now, I also made some flowers, and then we're going to talk about what each of the things is. But while I give you a teeny tiny talk, I kind of want you to color in your lake and color in your cottage. And then we're going to talk about what all the parts of your cottage mean after I give this little talk. So color in your little Karma Cottage and imagine that this is a place that is, you're putting good in the world. This is what you're doing is you're putting out good karma from your your Karma Cottage. And it's just a safe, cozy little space. You know, it's kind of getting cold up here in the mountains. So I thought a little cottage by a lake was like a good visual for us for tonight. And then my little talk for you is titled Karma and the Ripple Effect. Karma and the ripple effect. I have heard that it's called karma, but it's actually pronounced ha ha. The universe is laughing at us all the time, saying ha ha. Yeah, what you put out, you're going to get back, buddy. So take a deep breath in. Let's take a deep breath. That was a joke. Okay. So tonight we're entering actually a gentle, powerful world of karma, and not a scary version, not a judgmental thing, but like the truth beneath all of the stories that we tell, that everything we do creates a ripple. Say that. Everything we do creates a ripple. Every thought is a little pebble. Every action is a wave. Every word is effective and has a life of its own. A lot of people think that karma is punishment or reward, right? Like cosmic Santa keeping the list, right? But it's not that. It's simply put, it's cause and effect. And that is the basis of new thought. The echo of our consciousness is moving through the world. New thought, we say, as within, so without. Also, what we say is kind of like how you do one thing is how you do all things, right? There's this energy that we emit. And when we emit it, it's emitted throughout our entire experience of life. I love how water teaches us this, and that's why we're starting with this little lake. If you drop a pebble in a still lake, if you've ever really seen a ripple, it's amazing. The rings move long after that pebble has sunk. The water doesn't really judge the pebble, it just responds to the pebble. And that's what our energy does. Our energy works the same way. We set something in motion, sometimes intentionally, sometimes accidentally, and it travels farther than we realize. Just know that your actions affect the world. Say it. My actions affect the world. My actions affect the world. And I love looking to nature for the examples. I know I have some nature girlies in here. Mycelium teaches us karma. We know what this is, that under the forest floor, there lives this whole wide world. They call it the wood wide web. They call it the wood wide web. I didn't make that up. Scientists have been very clever with that. And this is like when a tree receives extra sunlight, it shares. It shares with this hidden network. When a tree is dying, the others send support. Every choice in that ecosystem sends nourishment, information, protection, and our lives, too, are part of this unseen network of influence. We are always being influenced. Sometimes you'll be sitting there. It's funny. Cindy spoke to us earlier about how she was like feeling kind of blah today. She didn't want to get up. She didn't really want to do anything. And honestly, that could just be race consciousness right now. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of exhaustion. And sometimes we sort of have to just let it move through us, right? Which makes me think about wind. Wind teaches us about karma. Think about a dandelion puff. It releases all these seeds with one single breath. And those seeds blow into the yard and the cracks in the sidewalks. And sometimes they're blooming in places that we will never know. And one little tiny little exhale creates flowers in a future that we might never see. Karen's coming in. Hi, Karen. I mean, isn't that exactly what our kindness does? Our compassion, our patience, our healing. These things are ripple out. Pollinators teach us about karma. The single little honeybee lands on a flower, gets a little tiny dust of pollen on her body, carries it from bloom to bloom without even trying, just being herself, spreading sweetness, just moving through the world, creating more beauty. That's what you guys do. That's what you're doing here. It's like you come here and you just give a little bit of good, and then Cindy's vibe is up, and then she gives a little good and she's shaking her shaker, and that gives somebody else another vibe up. And that's just what we do. We're just infecting each other with this deliciousness. And even the cosmos, I'm into the cosmos. I mean, I wrote Ministar because I'm fascinated by stars and stardust and how everything is really made of stardust. And when stars explode, there's these shock waves. Has anybody been watching Plurbius yet? Plurbius, anybody? It's a new show on Apple TV, and it's I can't wait till you watch it. We need to have a whole day where we talk about it because it's fascinating. I don't want to give anything away though. So what does all this mean for us tonight? Well, it just means that every single moment we have there's a new beginning. Karma's not a prison. It's a paintbrush. We can always drop a new pebble, make a new ripple. You're not held hostage by your actions or your past things. Consciousness is fluid. You can redirect the energy any moment with a breath, an intention, a choice, a garden, a good space. And you can do it with your little Karma Cottage. This is where our ripples begin. Inside this little cottage is like my little dollhouse, right? Your thoughts, your stories, your choices, your dreams. Inside the version of you always waking up a little more, loving a little more, softening a little more. And from the front porch of the cottage, you toss the stones with every word you speak, with every kindness you offer, with every boundary you set, every apology you make, every truth you claim, energy rippling out, and the waves come back quickly. But sometimes it takes forever. You're like, why have I not have any kind of I've been giving and giving and giving. And then all of a sudden you get this tidal wave of good that comes in. I've been feeling lately like there's a harvest in my life lately. Like there's been a lot of work in my life, and that I'm seeing some of the fruits of it in different ways. I mean, look at the Garden of Good right here with you all here with me today. So I want to just presence the awareness that the universe is it's built on this. It's built on these ripples, and we are made of those ripples. And may these ripples and the ones we create tonight ripple forward in the most beautiful ways, touching people we love, strangers that we will never meet, futures that we have not even yet dreamed. And so it is. That's my little talk. Now, I want to see your, of course, making her. I don't know if you guys have been, look how beautiful. Oh, I love it. I don't know if I love that. Look at your rainbow roof. Oh, look at this tree behind your cottage and your cool door.
Finished, but
I love it. I love it. Look, she has oh, it's like a little wooden, almost like a log cabin. This is an artist as well. Beautiful. You got rainbows. Cat too. Gorgeous. Well, that looks very woodsy. Okay. And I want you guys now to think about writing around these little ideas. So rippling out, I wrote in my little lake area, I wrote the words rippling out, and then I put what I wish to ripple out into the world. And for me, kindness came through. So I wrote kindness, but I'm going to take another moment to write out a few other ripples. So take a moment, rippling out. What is rippling out from your Karma Cottage? And I'm going to invite you to unmute during this period of our time together so that you can popcorn style what you're writing. So, for instance, I am rippling out joy.
Love. Light. Whimsy, of course.
Yes. Laughter.
Freedom.
I said joy when you did say joy at the exact same time. And I also say peace.
I love that.
So joy times 2.
Yes, double joy.
Triple joy.
Now I've written joy 3 times in my lake.
Well, since I have just moved to Asheville, I'm going to say I'm going to ripple out a new beginning with great possibilities.
Oh, I love that. I would like to ripple out hope for the world. Okay, now I want you to think about your door, the door to your cottage, which is the door to your consciousness. When you open the door, I put on the top of my door, I put the words open the door, and I wrote, I open the door to being loving. I open the door to being loving. What do you open the door to?
More.
Love it.
New beginning.
Love it. I open the door to comfort. Self-care. Sorry, what was it?
Peace.
Peace.
Friends.
Giving.
Giving.
Freedom.
I open the door to the League of Empresses.
Yes. I open the door to that cosmic feminine consciousness.
Creativity.
Yes. Okay. Now, I want you to think of the plants that you are planting, the flowers that you are planting. I know it's wintertime, but just imagine that at your Karma Cottage, you can always plant new seeds. And I put seeds of expectancy. What do you want to plant seeds of? I plant seeds of
Abundance.
Truth.
Forgiveness.
Preach.
Knowledge,
Mmm.
because I'm going after my doctorate.
Yes.
Oh, good job.
Non-judgment.
Acceptance.
Mhm.
Celebration. Enjoyment. It makes me think of Lighten Up, Francis. Remember that from Stripes? Did anybody remember that from Stripes? Looks like Kim's of my generation. Okay, so now I want you to think of the roof of your cottage, okay? Your Karma Cottage. So this is what energy is over you? What is protecting you. And for me, I have gratitude. Gratitude is always something that can shield me from, getting into any kind of self-pity or negativity. I can go straight to gratitude. So what energy is protecting your vibes?
Source.
Love.
Appreciation.
Music.
Music.
Clear
Art.
vision.
Yes.
Purpose.
I'm going to say fur baby love. I always
Yeah.
feel there's a safety in that love between the fur baby, right? This week on Facebook, I put a picture of Ollie for 2 days in a row, and I had people put pictures of their pets, and I can't tell you what it did for my spirit to see everybody's animals. It just lifted me so, so, so quickly.
How
To
about
see
support? Sorry.
support is very, very good. And so as it's covering us, we're also sending it out, right? Like a roof is like also deflecting. If you think about like almost like a solar paneled roof, like the roof of our Karma Cottage is like whatever we're putting out, we're getting back. We're putting out, we're getting back. Okay, I want you to think of your chimney now. The chimney of your Karma Cottage is releasing, okay? You're releasing. What are you releasing from so that you don't have that karmic expression? I'm releasing, I declare it right motherfucking now. I am releasing self-hate. I can be so unkind to myself and it shocks me. I know I picked it up from my mom, but I am releasing that. I declare that right now. I'm releasing self-hate. I hope my partner is listening so you can call me on it if you hear me being really unkind to myself. I'm releasing self-hate. What are you releasing?
Put a rubber
Self-doubt.
band around your wrist, Amy.
I
Put a
need
rubber
one.
band around your wrist.
I need
E-
it.
Every time you say something negative, pop it.
Okay.
It works.
Good idea.
Self-doubt's the one I came up with.
Fear.
Resistance.
These are
Unkind
good.
body thoughts.
Say that again.
Unkind body thoughts.
That's it,
Mhm.
baby.
Judgment.
Sadness.
Mm,
A lack state of consciousness. So I guess lack.
yes.
Grief.
I'm running out of room.
I know. It's so cool to look at all of this energy that we're putting out there, right? Like as we add to this, and you can add to this all week, I want you to think about the energy of this music is love. And the love that you feel inside of you. It expresses out as your life. In this space of kindness and non-judgment, easily releasing thoughts of lack, unkindness. We plant seeds of abundance and joy, double joy, triple joy, laughter, connection. We breathe in this conscious awareness of the good that is our lives. Appreciation holding us. I thank God for this time together to just play a little bit, to play in the space of goodness, to create good karma. Knowing that this little cottage of our mind can always be renovated, updated, burnt down if we want to, rebuild a whole new ass thing, moving to a new city, creating a new life, creating a new experience. How blessed we are to know that. that it's not about the stuff, right? That's just an outpicturing of the indwelling presence of God that is so beautiful. And so it is. I want to mention the affirmation cards. Every week at the Garden of Good, now for 44 weeks, we have been making affirmation cards. If you've missed a week of being here, I hope that you will make a card. And those of you who are popping in here at the end, still make a card. Make a card for these next weeks. I am consciously putting out good vibes into this world. It's a very simple one this week, but that's what I am choosing to do with this word karma. You get to make a card based on the word of the week. And then eventually you're going to have a whole stack like me. I used my stack this week, you guys. It was so funny. Yesterday, I was looking for guidance, right? I was like, I need some guidance. And I'm like, I'm going to turn to my Garden of Good deck. And guess what card came up? I've got all this stuff going on. I've got all this shit to do. And what comes up is rest. And if you were here for the week of rest, it was relax everything, stop trying. Do you remember that? Relax everything, stop trying. And so I did that yesterday, and I wound up having such a productive, wonderful day from that energy of letting go, right? Letting go. And that's what I do when I reach out for a love offering is I let go. I say, thank you, God, for all the goodness that comes. Thank you, God, for all of the blessings that present in my life as people, places, things, finances. So grateful for you, how whatever you give tonight. I do make a suggested love offering, but it's just a suggestion. It doesn't mean anything. You give what you can. And I never want to limit you. So if you have a bunch of extra money that you have got to put it somewhere, I am a receptacle for that, which is very exciting. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we have some home play. Put it out. Allow it in. Let it flow. Begin again. Find the beauty in your karma, release, and let go. You have a lot of home play this week, okay? This is your homework. Put it out. Allow it in. Let it flow. Begin again. Find the beauty in your karma, release, let go. Let's say it one more time. Let's say it together. Put it out. Allow it in. Let it flow. Begin again. In your karma, find the beauty in your karma. Yes. Release and let go. I appreciate you all for understanding that I kind of shortened the garden this week. Usually we go for about an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours. But this week my teacher has this class and I'm going to try to catch the last hour. Next Tuesday, you have to be here because I'll give you a report on how New York City goes. So hopefully you will tune in on Saturday night, get yourself a live stream ticket. There's only a couple live stream tickets that have sold so far, but I just have so much faith that people are going to show up, butts in seats. People are going to be watching. And you know what? I just found out today that 2 goddesses are coming. And if the show is for those 2 goddesses, I just know that this is a perfect trip. I want to share something kind of personal. Maybe I'll share it after I close out. I'll do the outro. And if you stick around, I'm going to share something personal. Okay. I love you. Have a great week. Stick around if you want to chat for a minute. Slay. In the dark, gonna make good today. In the dark, gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. Made me from the GOG, Garden of Good Creativity. We get free, be me, working effortlessly. Do what you love and then allow the prosperity. You got this. Make good, make it your own. You know you got the power in your mind, heart, body, and soul to grow dreams, grow faith, grow you. Create authentically in the Garden of Good. Live, and love. In a God gonna do. dig big and trust in the God